Hello guys and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. I'm rabbidluigi, and in the last episode we went through the entirety of the Salvage Labyrinth and got the final little bit of treasure Triforce thing for our Triforce thing. We also got the Hero's Charm, which is a fancy little thing which lets you see the health of your enemy as you kill it. In this episode we're going to be salvaging up all of the crap we've got over the last couple of episodes. But just to start off the episode, I'm deciphering charts, which is going to be fun. Also, I think you talk to you. No, not you. We'll talk to you anyway, because we're going to talk about, we don't want to play. We don't want to play. We're not here to play. What we're going to be doing, I'm only going to show this once, because it's not actually that interesting. But I'm going to decipher all these 3 Triforce charts I've got. They cost quite a bit to do so. For 398 rupees, just throwing that out there, that it might cost you at least a couple of arms and legs to get the thing done. It's not a quick way of doing it. I will skip through the other 2. But what I'm actually here for primarily to show off is what you actually do with the tingle statue things. So yeah, that's wonderful. It's now deciphered. Thank you very much. Let's come back to them. I actually wanted to talk to you, I think. Is it you? Heave ho. Oh, this is heavy. It's between you and me. That's fantastic. Maybe you. One of you gives me a lot of rupees. I think it's you. There we go. He talks about the tingle statues. Basically, they are gifts to him. It's a nice little thing. And he's going to give us money. So what it does is he gives us 50 rupees per statue. And I think he then gives me 500 for getting all of them. Is that how that works? Better remember how much this is. Okay, this is 500. So we've now got a buttload of rupees, which is fantastic. Absolutely. Actually, I'm not sure it was that many. It's a lot of rupees. But I'm just going to skip ahead until we actually find an island. We're going to start with the heart pieces, then go to the Triforce charts. It's just a better way of structuring the episode. I will meet you at a place where we can salvage our first heart piece. So see you then. Now, something very cool about doing this at night means you can actually see the very pretty rainbow shining pillar of light coming off of the treasure, which is always a helpful thing. Helps you be able to locate the treasure a little bit better, which I'm amazing at doing, clearly. I could totally miss that. Totally miss that. Gonna be, closer? Closer or further away? This is Rock Spire Island, by the way, or Rock Spire Isle, which is, that place we went to a couple of times for a couple of important things. I'm going to actually get my gamepad, so hang on a sec, because what the gamepad can do, which is absolutely fantastic for the HD version, is you can actually look at your gamepad and work out where exactly the treasure chest is from where it says on the gamepad. Now, it's actually on my... No, that's the wrong button entirely. It's kind of almost there, and then that side, I'd say. There we go. It's actually quite easy with the gamepad. I mean, it wasn't difficult on the GameCube version, but it wasn't as easy. And that is actually quite a cool thing, I'll be honest, because what you would do is you'd actually have to sort of balance it between gameplay like this and your menu screen. Because they're one and the same, and you can just play around with it like that, it's actually quite easy now. So there's a bonus. And you have got to like how the big old shiny pretty glowy light of awesomeness is actually kind of rainbow colour. I'm not sure that was a thing in the GameCube version, but it looks amazing. It looks fantastic. I'm working off my gamepad a little bit here. Where I'm using a controller, which isn't the gamepad, but I'm having to look at the gamepad just in case. This is Southern Fairy Isle, by the way, just in case you're interested to see just where the heart pieces are in this game. This is Southern Fairy Island. That is 2. We are 2 away from a heart container. In other news, I'm still looking for treasure charts and heart pieces, which brings us to the Thorned Fairy Island. We went from the southern to back to the problem child of the fairy family, the Thorned Fairy Island. There's a warship over there who's looking very menacing and looking like he wants to blow me out of the sky, even though I'm on the sea. It's not Skyward Sword anymore. He wants to blow me out of the water, but that's okay, because I've got a lot of hearts. I'm about to get another quarter of a heart. Which is absolutely fantastic. 3. We are that quarter way through the heart piece gathering. How exciting. There's a moon over there. Ain't it nice? And now we come to an island which we've technically never been to before. This is a fun little place called Crescent Moon Island. It has like a treasure chart on it, which is marginally not very interesting or useful in any way. But it does hold a heart piece on it as well, which is more important, let's be honest. On the grand scheme of things, it's considerably more important, especially because it gives us a heart container. We've now got 18 of the suckers. Don't they look fantastic? I feel like there's a definite essence of nostalgia about everything I'm doing in this episode, because we're back to the Angular Isles. Do you remember that place? Do you remember how much fun that place was? You know, to a certain degree, how I, completely screwed up the first bit of that puzzle. Do you remember how exciting that was? I mean, it wasn't actually that exciting, but it has a heart piece. It has like 2 heart pieces, one on the actual island and one underwater. So there you go, guys. It's actually quite an important island when you think about it. And on the absolute subject of islands we've been to before, it's Bomb Island, which is very very quickly becoming my most visited to island. I mean, Windfall's pretty high up there, but this place is probably beating it at the moment. The amount of times you had to come back for that stupid trading side quest, salesman side quest, merchant side quest game. It was pretty incredible. I mean, that was a good 4, 5, 6 times you had to come back and say, hi, I've got a heart, well, not a heart piece, we never had a heart piece, but I got a stupid figurine. How much you gonna pay for it? I still think there is a big Octo around here somewhere, but I'm not entirely convinced that I want to fight him at the moment. I think, the seagulls over there, I don't really want to fight him at the moment, because at the moment, I'm running around getting Triforce bits and pieces, which are, actually, it's not Triforce, it's heart pieces at the moment, but it will be Triforce bits later on the 3 islands. I can't remember which islands have the Triforce bits on them, but this is Diamond Step Island, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. Been here a couple of times. There is an Octo there. There is a big Octo just sort of chilling out, over there somewhere. I don't want to fight him, though, because it'll take up too much time, so screw that. And then there's Pawprint Island, that sort of one island I didn't really want to go to, or felt the need to go to, because I honestly didn't believe there was that much there. And, surprisingly enough, there's actually quite a lot there, other than a heart piece, another heart piece, and a treasure chart which leads to this heart piece, or a different heart piece, or something like that. Pawprint Isle has a heart piece that completes another heart container. We now have 19. Holy shit! But it's actually quite an important island, so what do you think about that, Mr. Warship? What do you think about that? Don't turn away from me! Now this one, I don't believe was actually in the GameCube version. Partly because I don't ever remember there being a chest kind of in this general vicinity around the updraft thing. I don't remember there ever being a treasure chest in Forest Haven for a heart. Well, actually it's a heart piece, I'm thinking of Triforce charts, but even so, I don't remember there being an important thing to salvage near Forest Haven, so I think because there was a heart piece added to the game in such a way, this might be it. It might be getting a little bit dark, but that is to my advantage, because it allows me to see the very shiny, pretty rainbow pillar of gorgeous treasure light stuff. And we're actually back at 5-Star Isle, that brief encounter with that big Octo, which I forgot about and then leapt out of the boat for. I don't know why I leapt out of the boat. Doesn't matter, because this is, how many, we got barely any heart pieces left to go. We got 2 after this, and then some Triforce charts. We're doing alright. I mean, going quicker than I thought. Maybe it's just my agility to go around the Great Sea as quickly as possible. Honestly, I don't know. And welcome to 3 Eye Reef, famous for being an island which is kind of like the other islands which are reef-based, but not quite as exciting. There's not much going on, other than the fact there is a heart piece here, but, not much else. I mean, the reef islands in this game just hold treasure charts which lead to other treasure charts, basically, which, treasure charts like the big Octo chart, for example, but they're just not that useful, because you don't need them for much, so they don't have a massive use in the game. If you want 100% the game, kind of important, but otherwise, not that interesting. And to finally end off our heart piece extravaganza, looking for all these crazy little bits of hearts around the Great Sea, we return back to 2 Eye Reef, the place where we found the big Octo with the Great Fairy inside, which gave us the double magic meter. It has the final heart piece in the game. All you need to do is try and find it, wherever the hell that is. It's got to be the other side. It has to be the other side. No. Oh, no, it is. Yeah, the big old shiny rainbow light tells all. I've got to find the right chart on my leaning over. No, I went past it. I'm looking at my gamepad. Gamepad's important for this. So lean forward towards it. There we go. That'll be the one. That is the last heart piece in the game, which means in a second we will have 20 hearts. All the hearts in the game. Oh, it'll be fantastic. Just wait for it to come through. What a great sound. Fourth heart piece, completing another heart container, increased by 1. The single most beautiful thing in the game is having 20 heart pieces. 20, not heart pieces, 20 hearts, 20 heart containers. It's a beautiful day for America, and especially for me. Not sure why it's a beautiful day for America, it just is. So I just need to go get the last 3 heart pieces, the last 3 Triforce shards, and that'll be it for the episode. So I'm gonna go do that. Now you see, I am glad that they didn't change certain things about this game, because I always remember the first Triforce chart always going to Great Fish Isle. I mean, I'm not sure how or why I know that. I think I just, you know, you do something. Stop getting out of the boat, Link. Get back in the boat. Thank you. You do something so many times that you just kind of remember. Not even consciously. You just self-consciously remember that it just belongs. You know, Triforce chart 1 always goes to the Great Fish Isle. Triforce chart 2 always goes to the Stone Watcher place, I think. And I think the third one always goes to Cliff's Plateau Island or something. I can't remember. I think that's about right. So I'm going to meet you at number 2. And there we go. It's another great big old pillar of light coming from the ground. Let me get the right chart out. There we go. We're on the right tracks. Gonna go about there. Not even looking at the screen. And there we go. The gamepad. The gamepad is so good at this. If you haven't used it before in such a way, it's so good at fishing up treasure. Fishing up treasure? Salvaging treasure. That's what it is. Triforce shard. Only 1 to go. Here we go, guys. There we go, there's our target. But it actually occurred to me that we haven't actually got this island on our merman chart, which I'm going to do now, if I can find the merman, which I'm going to do right now. Where's the merman guy? Merman guy, there you go. You know, it's all good to get Triforce shards and to complete the Triforce, but you've also got to complete your map, which is very important in this game, because your map is pretty big, there are many islands on it, and you probably should fill them in, so which is what I'm doing now. Don't worry guys, I'm going to get to the Triforce in a bit. I'm just doing this now, because the merman has very, very useful advice. Got to pay attention to what he says. We're doing alright, actually, for the friggin' whole sort of layout of the map. There are only like a handful of islands we have missed, and we haven't actually got that many left to do, which are important. So that's always a good thing. But the most important thing, and I'm pretty sure you know it's the most important thing, right at the moment, right now, is over here. Because we are about to get, if I can find it, it's about there, I'd say. We are about to get the final piece of Triforce, which would make a whole bit of Triforce, because that is how puzzles work. We have 7 so far. We've been through some arduous journeys in order to get them. But for the little tiny sliver of Triforce shard that was left, we have found the last Triforce shard, which has fused together the Triforce of Courage. How about them apples? Look at it, so beautiful. Lovely, like, kind of not chiptune, but like retro-ish jingle. Well done guys. We went through that. That took a long time. The whole of that quest. Since the last bit of story and plot relevant information we did, we've been doing a lot of stuff. So thank you very much guys. This has been rabbidluigi. I'm going to run away from these shark guys for a second because they might cause a bit of trouble. But this has been rabbidluigi. And this has been Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. And in the next episode, we are going to actually do some plot relevant stuff and go back down to Hyrule to see what's going on. Because last time we checked, Ganon had disappeared from the Forsaken Fortress along with his minions. And we don't really know where he is, which is always a very scary thought when you think about it. So we're going to go down to Hyrule and see what's going on. So thanks for watching guys. I will see you next time. Take care.